Hello everybody and welcome back to Go Nippon. We left off on day 4 and I skipped a little bit because I clicked buttons. But yeah, we're just getting ready to go, so we're both ready, yeah! Wallets? Check! Check. Change of clothes? Check! Check. Okay, in that case, our 1 night, 2 day stay in Kyoto. Let's go! Yeah, we're going to Kyoto. Now, as for our itinerary from Tokyo to Kyoto, we'll get on the Shinkansen from here at Tokyo Station. The Shinkansen! What? What is it? Are you that fired up about riding the Shinkansen? It doesn't sound Japanese for some reason. Of course I am! It's the Shinkansen! The Shinkansen! Shinkansen, I don't know. Now, not only is it the fastest train in the world, it's no lie to say it's the safest, most technologically advanced train out there. Ooh, wow, is that so? It sure is. I mean, I've been really hoping to ride the Shinkansen at least once. Wow, I'm so looking forward to this. I'm sure you are, but first we need to buy our tickets to get on. Sure, let's do that. First, there are several Shinkansen lines when you get out of Tokyo. The one that goes to Kyoto is called the Tokaido Shinkansen. Tokaido Shinkansen, right? Yes, there are also 3 kinds of Tokaido Shinkansen. Holy crap. Those are the Nozomi, the Hikari, and the Kodama. That's right, the Kodama stops at every station, but the Hikari and Nozomi only stop at the important ones. They're special express trains in every sense of the word. Between the two, the Hikari takes shorter stops at each station than the Nozomi. There's about 500 kilometers between Tokyo and Kyoto. The Nozomi makes the trip in about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Holy crap. 2 hours, 20 minutes? That's even faster than I thought. By the way, all the trains cost the same amount, so if you're going to a major station like Kyoto or Osaka, it's better to take the Nozomi. I see. Now, about the tickets. To ride the Shinkansen, you'll need both a boarding pass and a special express ticket. Then, you'll choose between free seating or reserved seating. A boarding pass and an express ticket. Then free seating or reserved seating. Holy crap! A one-way free seating ticket to Kyoto is about 13,000 yen, but a round-trip ticket is a little cheaper each way, so it's best to go round-trip for your boarding pass whenever possible. Round-trip, got it. I'll remember that. Now to buy. In Japanese JR stations, there are ticket counters called Midori no Madoguchi, with vending machines in the larger stations. You can also purchase tickets at travel agency counters in some stations. If you go to a travel agency, you can sometimes buy them in a bundle with hotel reservations at a discount price. Wow! Oh right, Oni-chan, when we get to Kyoto, make sure our seats are... I got it! On the right side, right? Yeah! You always know what I'm thinking, Oni-chan. Seat on the right side? Why? Because. Because? Nope, I'm not telling right now. You'll see soon enough. What? Now you got me curious. Tell me. No way! Then Makoto. No way, Oni-chan, don't tell him. Yes, I know. Huh? Now, first we'll buy the tickets, then we'll get our bento and board the train. We're buying bento before we get on the train? Of course. Long ago they had restaurant cars on the Shinkansen itself. But as the travel times got faster and faster, they stopped doing it because there was less need to eat a slow meal on the train. So sort of in place of that, they started selling special bento in the larger stations, known as ekiben, that usually contain the region's specialty food. Eating an ekiben while chatting with friends and watching the scenery pass is part of the fun of the train ride. Yeah! In other words, it's a way to make the trip itself special. That's exactly it. It's not just a mode of transportation, but part of the journey. It's getting really exciting! I'm sorry, I'm kind of mashing the girls' voices together. So we just bought our bento and got through the gate. Now we wait for the Shinkansen to arrive. Shinkansen. You're as excited as a child! But... Ah! It's here! That would be pretty sweet. I would love to ride that train. Whoa, that's the Shinkansen. Yes, it's the newest model, the N700. It's the real thing. It's like a perfectly streamlined form. It's like a smart train. It's amazing. You can tell it's fast just by looking at it. Well, it's worth noting that since the trains first started running, the trip time to Kyoto has been reduced by nearly 1 hour. An hour? That's completely amazing when you put it that way. I wonder how hard they must have worked to shrink the time by an hour. Come on, it's fine for you to be excited, but don't space out or the train will leave without us. So many dots. It's awesome. So, have you calmed down a little? Huh? You're insane. I've been calm the whole time. Please, you're insane is my line. I don't know what she meant. You've been spazzing out since we got on the train. Now you've been on the train 40 minutes and you've been spazzing out the whole time. I'm not. Don't say you're not spazzing. Come on, let him be. There's nothing wrong with him enjoying himself, right? Yeah, I mean, this is totally amazing. These seats are so comfortable. You can recline them so far. And even though we're racing through at 300 kilometers an hour, I don't feel the slightest vibration. Each seat even has its own power outlet, and you can even connect to the internet. I can't believe how advanced Japan is with stuff like this. See? You're completely spazzing out right now. Now, enough with flirting, you two. Huh? We're not flirting! Really? From my point of view, it looked exactly like flirting. That's why I'm telling you we're not! It's gonna sound like you're protesting too much. Come on, Oni-chan. You're always quick to say such strange things. Strange things. Sorry. Anyway, it's about time. Ah. What is it? It's about time for what? Remember earlier when I asked for seats on the right side of the train? You're gonna learn why very soon. Ah, it's in sight, you two. Look! Ah. Ooh. It's very pretty. That's Japan's greatest mountain, Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji. That snow-crested peak. That gentle slope. So peaceful and solemn, but with such presence. How can I describe it? To just call it beautiful feels almost trite. It's 3,776 meters tall, the tallest active volcano in Japan. Huh? Active volcano? Mount Fuji is an active volcano? Yes, it is. The last eruption was about 300 years ago, and until 15 years ago, they thought it might have gone dormant. But when they learned that it was still active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano again. That's an active volcano. They say that the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo. So far. When we look at earlier data, we see that Mount Fuji's eruptions have no set period. The longest dormant period was a little under 300 years. And as Oni-chan said, the last eruption was 300 years ago. That means it could erupt at any time. Yes. Wow. There are various theories as to why it's called Mount Fuji. One alternative meaning of the word Fuji is unique, while another is undying. Some theorize that the name stems from unique mountain or undying mountain. An undying mountain. Yes, that explanation posits that as an active volcano, the ancients thought of it as a living mountain. A living mountain? Say, can you climb to the top of Mount Fuji? Yes, you can, although you can only get halfway up by car, and past that you need to climb on foot. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only open in the summer, around July and August, so if you want to climb it, you need to go during that period. I see. Mount Fuji, Japan's greatest mountain. Someday, I'd like to climb it for myself. That'd be a lot of work. Are you Kyoto now? Thank you for riding with us today. Kyoto, Kyoto. Please be sure you have your belongings with you when you disembark. So many dots! Ooh. Ah, we're here! This is Japan's oldest capital, Kyoto. Kyoto was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years, until it was changed over to Tokyo in 1867. For over 1,000 years. Kyoto became capital in the year 794. Before that, Japan's government was based in Nara Prefecture, and it moved with each change of the head of state. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as Heian-kyo, and its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for over 1,000 years afterward. Such a long time, huh? But, what's wrong? What year did the Edo period start? In 1603. Wasn't Tokyo the center of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital that year. You make a good point. It's true that the center of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period. But while the shogun in Edo had the real power, the formal head of the government was not the shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during the Edo period, the Japan government was technically centered in Kyoto. And even when it officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka next door continued to grow as if they were still the capital, right? That's right. I see. So you could say Kyoto is the city that maintains the traditions, forms, and culture of Japan's good old days. I see. I guess even I think of traditional Japanese culture when I think of Kyoto. Still. But you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right? How did you know that? Because we can read your face like a book, right, Akira? Yeah, especially when you're thinking perverted things. No way! Ah, a response like that. Wait a minute. What, you mean you do think of those things? No, that was just an automatic response, that's all. What? Are you saying we're lacking in womanly charms? What are you talking about? Do you want me to think those things or not? That's... Oh, you idiot. Of course I don't want you to think about that. You perv! I told you, I'm not... Come now, Aki-chan, let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Quoting the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis, after all. So it's still gradually changing as new people and shops come in. I see. Now that you mention it, I can see that it's true. Well, as long as we're here, we really should look all around. So let's cut the chit-chat. It's time for the quick tour. Yes, it is. That's what I've been waiting for. So, where should we start? Let me see. I think that's the place. I think that's the best place, don't you? That. It looks like a TARDIS, or whatever they're called. I don't watch Doctor Who, but it looks like one of those. Maybe it's an Easter egg. I'm really enjoying this game. This is really awesome.